Yeah, Vladimir Putin is meeting with the Chinese president as Ukraine tensions are rising. They met today.
Beijing overnight meeting there with China's president this morning as the Olympics kick off. This as tensions are rising over a possible Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the first U.S. troops are now landing in the region. Our senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is on the ground there in Ukraine for us. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, Cecilia. That's right. Lots going on. More diplomacy and talks. But interestingly, it's Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping this time as Russia and China strengthen their ties, not just in terms of trade, but also security, as this crisis in Ukraine still shows no sign of easing.
This morning, President Putin landing in Beijing for the start of the Winter Olympics and a one-on-one with President Xi. Both have strained relations.
I can't believe they're repairing the Sino-Soviet relations, dude. You see that?
There's no music.
With America. The Kremlin claiming China agrees with its security demands over Ukraine, though Beijing hasn't quite put it like that. This as the first of 1,700 American paratroopers landing in Europe as part of President Biden's order to send 3,000 US troops to bolster NATO's eastern flank as tensions remain over the Russian troop buildup on Ukraine's borders. Meanwhile, the Biden administration claims the Kremlin's plotting a false flag operation to justify an invasion of Ukraine.
One option is the Russian government, we think, is planning to stage a fake attack by Ukrainian military or intelligence forces against Russian sovereign territory or against Russian-speaking people to therefore justify their action.
The administration not offering any evidence, but warning that Russia could even release...
The administration not offering any evidence, just saying they're going to do that.
These fake images to justify sending troops in.
We believe that Russia would produce a very graphic propaganda video, which would include corpses and actors that would be depicting mourners and images of destroyed locations as well as military equipment at the hands of Ukraine or the West.
Releasing this type of intelligence is unusual.
This was obviously a calculated risk for the U.S. and for the U.K. to be able to release this kind of sensitive intelligence, but they figured that it would...
We also famously watched, or not famously, but like we watched a video that went viral about this particular piece of evidence coming directly from the State Department yesterday, where the Associated Press is like, one of their foreign policy guys literally was just like, but where's the evidence? And he kept asking, like, where's the fucking evidence then? It's just, we got to take your word for it. Like, there's no evidence. And yeah, so that's Matt Lee. Yes. We watched that 5-minute video. Let's continue.
To preempt any pretext that Putin would have by staging some sort of action.
Yikes, America leaking Russian memes before they get the chance to get interactions. I know, it's fucked up.
Using it as an excuse to invade Ukraine.
The Kremlin denying the allegations and that it plans to attack, but at the same time, its forces continue to mass at the border. NATO says it expects Russia to deploy as many as 30,000 combat troops along with additional military units into Belarus, just north of Ukraine, for planned war games.
Well, Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov has been speaking this morning, saying such claims, the number of which keeps growing every day, are nonsense. But the administration...
Can you imagine, like, it's like post 9/11, okay? Like, coming off the heat of that, like, reactionary wave of support, the Bush administration is like cooking up how we will, we're in Afghanistan. How will we go into a environment that is ripe with natural resources? Dick Cheney is like, he's got the maps. He's got like Halliburton on the map with like all these other fucking oil companies that mapped out. Okay, they've already fucking divvied out the bountiful sum. Okay, of Iraq's natural resources. What do they come up with? They say, we're going to say that they have weapons of mass destruction. Okay. They got, chemical agents, weapons of mass destruction. We need to go in there. They bring Colin Powell out. He's the fucking nice guy in the room. You know what I mean? He's like the serious, esteemed, honest guy. He's not as reactionary, Bring him out. He lies to the entire fucking planet. It's go time. Okay. Now, right now, the fucking virgin Biden administration, on the other hand, fucking 20 years later, literally talking about like, they're doing memes. They're doing the memes. They're gonna do memes. They haven't done the memes yet, but these are very powerful memes, and they're gonna do it. So we need to fight back immediately. Like, Russia's gonna do memes again. Just make better memes. Literally make better memes, okay? What's going on? If they're doing really powerful memes, why don't you meme harder? I don't know, like fucking show Putin, show Putin actually had like a fucking lap band, you know what I mean? Like, Putin actually is not sexy when he takes his shirt off. That's a lie. Like, that's photoshopped or something. Like, that would fucking destroy them. You would own them so hard. Something like that. Just hit him where it hurts, dude. But no, they won't. They're too afraid. They're just too afraid of the mimetic potential of Russia. Anyway, aside from the fucking memes and dreams, though, the other part of this story that I love hearing is NPR in the morning telling me that, you know, these are two authoritarian leaders. And they are literally, like, they're not, you know, these are autocrats. These are brutal, violent autocrats. And us in the UK and America coalition, we hate that the Winter Olympics are being in Beijing, so we're just gonna fucking protest it on our own. It's like, all right, bitch, go have fun, right? I mean, fuck the Olympics in general. It's not great as an institution. It's like literally a gentrifying vehicle. But having said all that, like, they're like, oh man, the autocratic leaders are getting together and fucking doing a show of force. And like, I was thinking, motherfucker, the Biden administration just flexed yesterday that they killed 13 civilians, dude. Like, the Biden admin was like, oh shit, our numbers are dipping. Time to go murk one of these like fucking new ISIS leaders, okay? And then they ended up killing 13 fucking civilians in their precision strike. 6 children and 4 women, okay? Just to get this one fucking dude. And they flexed on it. Like, that was like a big flex for the whole day, for the day's news cycle. And NPR was like flexing alongside the Biden admin. And then we turn around and we're like, look at these authoritarian, bloodthirsty, genocidal maniacs. I'm like, bro, what? We are also genocidal maniacs. Like, this doesn't absolve, Vladimir Putin or Xi Jinping or anything like that. Don't misunderstand me. But like, we are also bloodthirsty maniacs. So it's just like, it's always funny when the United States is like, oh, you're abusing human rights. He's suicide vested. Yeah, dude. Totally, dude. I totally believe that. 100%. Get the fuck out of here, dude. They said that exact same shit in Kabul too, okay? Like, that was not that long ago. This was a couple months ago. They said this exact same shit. They didn't say it was a suicide vest, but they said the exact same words. They said a secondary explosion caused all these people to die. Not our fucking Hellfire missiles. It's just like, it's so dumb. Don't be such a dummy, okay? Official statement from US was an accidental explosion that killed the civilians. Anyway, so that shit is so fucking weird to me to be like, dude, I fucking hate Chinese human rights abuses. Our human rights abuses, on the other hand, excellent.
Administration clearly feels otherwise. George?
Ian, panel, thanks.
So